Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Groupers offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Washington State's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington State.
There's an old school play you don't see very often anymore. Who's to say that fullbacks are dinosaurs today in college football? They turn around, they hand it off to the big fella, and he pays it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this up.
Oh, he's got some space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The groupers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Just ran over him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the groupers will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Makes a move. Touchdown, Washington State. Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is a defense that prides themselves on their ability to go sideline to sideline. It's going to be tough for this offense to go QB option in this game. And you just saw the speed of the defense right there, getting a big stop.
They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They force the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it to the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Washington State has it all working right now. He'll take a deep shot here. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll run the screen. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Cougars. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It'll be a draw. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed over the middle, it's Peterson. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy...
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Wazoo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Cougar! And what's Once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards. Where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Peterson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pitch it. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. The groupers will punt this one away.
Number 95 on to punt it away.
Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Touchdown, Washington State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the groupers will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Sends it back in motion. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got it. Quickly got the big 1st down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Washington State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the... This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the catch, it's Kelly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wicks. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the groupers line up to punt it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. On the option. He'll toss it. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Makes the catch. It's Benson. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The groupers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Cougars. How about this defense taking one back to the house? With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Watts. I imagine he's going to get an earful on. Line after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's
turning it on. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the groupers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The option look. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The groupers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the ground, it's Craig. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
The groupers decide to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Still on his feet at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Washington State going back to work on first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
There he goes. Oh, the quick spin move. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves him with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.